Today we're going to do a grounding exercise using breathing, and we'll be using the imagery of the moon. So we'll be taking breaths to represent the moon getting fuller and then releasing the breath and imagining the moon waning or getting smaller. So let's try it and see what you think. To start, take a comfortable seat with your feet flat on the floor, your hands in your lap, sitting up tall, and just notice your breathing. Don't try to change it, just notice what it feels like to breathe in and breathe out. Scan your body, noticing any areas of tension or sensation or even relaxation. Anything that stands out, you're just noticing what it feels like to breathe and be in your body today. And now we're going to start by just taking some deep breaths and starting to use this visualization of the moon along with our breathing. So to start, you're going to exhale out all of your air. And this place at the bottom of the exhale before you inhale is the new moon. So kind of the absence of a moon. I've always thought it interesting that it's referred to as a new moon because there is no moon. So it's the possibility of breath, the absence of anything right before you take your inhale. And then you'll inhale, envisioning the moon growing fuller. And then when you reach the top of your inhale, imagine that that is the full moon. So that is the largest and brightest that the moon can be. And then when you exhale, imagine the moon getting smaller again. And then at the bottom of your exhale, you've reached that place where the new moon is, where there's darkness. And you can't see the moon, but you know that it's there. So take a couple of breaths on your own with this visualization. Just slowly inhaling and envisioning your belly filling up with air. Then at the top, feeling your belly and your lungs completely full of air, similar to the moon being completely full and expanded. And then as you exhale, let it fade, letting your belly fall, feeling your belly button pull in toward your spine as the moon gets smaller and then fades completely. And maybe there's a little pause after your exhale is complete before you inhale. That can represent that pause for the new moon. And then inhale again, filling up as the moon gets bigger and brighter. And then exhaling. So continue this on your own, just taking some deep breaths with this imagery. Noticing how that feels in your body. And maybe you start to think about the cycle of breath being similar to the cycle of the moon and similar to other cycles in our lives, like the seasons or the weather. And just noticing that ebb and flow, the fullness and the emptiness. And notice how one leads to the other. And we can't stay completely full, but we can't stay completely empty either. And when you're ready to let go of this imagery, come back to your regular breathing. And just check in and notice if anything feels different from how it did at the beginning of the exercise. Scan your body, just noticing any places that stick out or kind of talking to you. And notice your breath and how that feels now, with no expectation that it should feel any different, but you're just giving it some attention. So feel free to practice this on your own or take this image with you if it's helpful, of that expansion and then the waning or kind of fading, which leads back to the expansion. Thank you for trying it with me today, and I hope it was helpful. Take care.